What are you doing, girlie? You want attention or something? Why do I have a head in my hand? Hmm? Why? Trying to upload my video and trying to type a description, but Rory has other ideas for me. We need to go outside. Are you trying to give me a hint? By not letting me type? I need this finger. Hello again, guys. It is Sunday afternoon. Jeremy and Rory just left to head back to Denver, and now I am going to do my grocery shopping. But I thought I'd get you guys up on what has happened over the past weekend because it was a fun weekend. So here I go. First of all, how cool does that sky look? It looks so darn nifty. Cute little clouds, bright blue sky. I'm a fan. Alright, so Jeremy came to visit for the weekend. He got in late Friday night, and then Saturday we had quite a bit of fun. We took Rory to the dog park, which I have a little bit of footage from that because she was pretty funny. There were mud puddles everywhere because it's been raining for the past 4 days. So the park was so muddy and there was so much water everywhere, and she had a blast playing in all of the mud puddles, of course, being a dog, you know.
What happened to all this food?
Happy little girl. Hi. Go away.
Bring it here. Rory, bring it here.
Oh.
Go get it. Bring it here. That's close. Better.
Let's see. Went to the dog park, we went to lunch in Grand Island, and then we went to see Pirates of the Caribbean 4 on Stranger Tides. And it was a lot of fun. I won't give anything away because it's only been open for a weekend, but I would say it's fun because it's a standalone adventure, unlike the second and third movies, where second and third movies were really just one really long movie that was split into 2 parts. Whereas this is a standalone adventure, kind of like the first movie. And it's a lot of fun. Blackbeard is really, that was some great casting. That guy makes a great Blackbeard. It's really fun to have Barbossa back, and love his storyline. And of course, my other husband, Johnny Depp / Jack Sparrow, Captain Jack Sparrow, nay. He was great as always. Some really great funny moments, and I just love Jack Sparrow. I'm sorry. I love that character. I saw the first movie in 2003, my freshman year of college. I fell in love with it, and I am a complete Jack Sparrow groupie. I will see any movie that has Jack Sparrow in it. Jeremy, it was a little too light-hearted, a little too fluffy for Jeremy, too much of a kid's movie compared to the first 3 movies, I guess. Jeremy wasn't that crazy about it, and he isn't really excited about seeing a 5th movie. Like I said, as long as Jack Sparrow's in movies, I will go see them. I don't care. Johnny Depp can be 80 and still playing Jack Sparrow, and I will still go see them. Of course, I will be old if Johnny Depp is 80. But I would still go see them because I love Johnny Depp and I love Jack Sparrow. So I would definitely recommend it. If you loved the first 3 movies, I think you'll enjoy this one too. Just don't go into it thinking it's going to be like quite as story driven as the first 3 movies. There's not nearly as much going on. It's pretty simple, but fun. Great summer movie regardless. And you get the dreamy Jack Sparrow. Savvy? I don't know if you guys can read that sign. It says, "It's never the end of the world when you can have our pizza." Making fun of the Rapture guy from yesterday. Just in case you didn't notice, nothing happened. Rapture didn't happen. We're all still alive. I don't know if it's made it past the US for you people that are out of US, but some crazy guy in the US said that the Rapture was going to happen yesterday, and has been paid like thousands of dollars in order to have billboards all across the US saying that the Rapture was going to happen on May 21st, 2011. So, nothing happened. We're all still here. So, but everyone in the U.S. was having kind of a fun time playing with the fact that he thought the world was going to end yesterday. So, that's just a little explanation if you're not in the U.S. I will say that I probably will not be seeing any more movies while living in Nebraska, though. Wow, the movie theater we went to was in such bad shape. I thought this was going to be the nicest theater in the region because it's with the mall, and it was supposedly at one point an AMC theater. It was a very old theater. It's in a mall, and there was a half-hearted attempt at stadium seating. Like, that might have been stadium seating in the 70s, but it really wasn't much stadium seating at all. The seats were really old. So we ended up in like the front section, still in the back row of the front section, but in the front section, and the seats reclined really far back. When Jeremy sat down, he was kind of leaning towards me, so he like took my chair back with him and scared the crap out of me, and then he realized that that was a fun thing to do. So he did that to me about like 5 times during the movie, and I was like, ah! You know, every time he did it, 'cause I thought I was going backwards, and I punched him every time too, so I guess it all worked out. The screen, they had like a big green line through one section of it, and it just wasn't a very impressive screen. So I want to go see it again in Denver and see it in a real movie theater, a nice one, and on a big screen. I bet you the local movie theater's playing it on the giant screen. I don't know if Jeremy will go see it with me a second time though. I want to see it on a real screen instead of the little dinky one we saw it on. There were some interesting characters in the theater. We saw not one, but 2 rat tails. Are you guys familiar with a rat? I'm sure Americans are familiar with what rat tails are, especially if you're my age, because they were all the rage in the early 90s. Well, I don't know if they were the rage, but a lot of boys had rat tails in the early 90s. It's basically where they have short hair. Think a mullet, but it's short everywhere except for one little strip of hair that they grow out like behind their neck, so it looks like a tail. We saw one kid he was a serious rat tail. It was short hair everywhere except for this really long rat tail. It was long enough that he, like when he sat on the movie seat, it was getting caught behind his back. And then his friend, it was kind of like a mullet rat tail because he had kind of longer hair, but then he had one strip of hair that was longer than the rest. It feels like summer today. Like the pleasant early May summer that I'm used to, not this going straight to 100 degrees business, but like really nice, 76 degrees, beautiful outside, nice cool breeze coming through. And this is the time of the year where I'm like, man, I wish I was at the beach. This type of weather always makes me think of, all right, it's time for tank tops and shorts and going to the beach. And unfortunately, for the first time since I was, I think, 2 years old, I won't be spending time at the beach this summer. It is a sad, sad time, but my parents aren't going to be spending any time at the beach, also for the first year since I was 2 years old, this summer. So they're not going to have the condo, so no reason for me to go and try to just camp on a beach somewhere. So no beach this summer, but gorgeous weather today. It's absolutely pretty. It's clouds and the blue skies. It's so pretty.